Welcome to the Murfreesboro.com podcast, where we talk about all things Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Join host John I. Carey, his co-host Jonathan Harmon, and producer Trent Denson as they talk about all the great things happening in our city. From construction updates to local business spotlights to all the amazing events happening in our community. Listen in for all you need to know from Murfreesboro.com. Welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Murfreesboro.com podcast. Thanks for tuning in. As always, we appreciate it. We have a wonderful guest this week, Miss Linn White.
Yeah, what's up?
Your official title, again, was?
Multimedia journalist for the city of Murfreesboro.
There you go. For some reason, I had a hard time remembering because I just call you head guru.
Good. So, perfect.
Yes.
Miss CityTV.
That is right. Miss Murfreesboro.
Nice.
People have been calling me that.
Not Mrs., because that gets
right.
weird.
Yeah. That would be weird. Bill's girlfriend wouldn't like that, but Miss.
Right? Yeah.
And he's kind of mad that it took him this long to get that title, and people are starting to call me that now just for fun, I guess.
Man, see, we gotta. I told you we should have had him here because we have Mr. Murfreesboro, Ms. Murfreesboro, and the Murfreesboro guy.
The Murfreesboro guy. Do not be confused.
Do not be confused.
And I'm just
calling
the other
you
guy.
Mr. Murfreesboro.
That's all right. And my apologies, Jonathan Harmon over there.
That's okay.
Jeff behind the camera.
For now.
For now. It is March. Yes, that's
It is March.
He did wave everybody.
So what's the deal with March again? Like, why this month?
Because I thought they'd forget by then.
I see.
And Jonathan Harmon's like, no.
If you didn't hear that, he said, because I thought they'd forget by then. Not going to happen. Steel trap, buddy. Steel trap.
Steel trap. And then producer Trent, of course, as always, over there working his magic. Thank you. And But thank you for coming on. I know we've had some scheduling issues and all kinds of stuff, and it's wonderful to have you finally.
Thank you. This is fun. I love this whole little production here.
Yeah. So you are Ms. Murfreesboro, and you have the radio show. And wait, hold on. Let me start with what do you not do? How about that?
I know.
So,
I do so much random stuff. It's a lot.
Well, you're the on-screen talent. You edit. You shoot video. You do everything.
Yeah, I do everything. I also do the city's website. Like I put content on
do
there.
You really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I'm not that technical of a person, so I've learned a lot. And I don't know. I just do it.
Sometimes you just got to do it.
You just got to jump in.
So let's talk about the Channel 3 first. Yeah. So what is Channel 3? Where do people find it? What do you put on there? Like, what is it?
Yeah, well, a lot of people in Murfreesboro that have been here for a long time call it Channel 3. It's CityTV because we're on more than just Channel 3 now. We are on 99, we're on Apple TV, Roku, all that stuff. So it's more than that. So they like for us to call it CityTV, but
I will make that adjustment.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know that I used to work for an ABC affiliate. And so the city of Murfreesboro has state-of-the-art equipment, and I do what I did for the TV station just for Murfreesboro now. So I'm essentially a reporter, except working for the city. I'm not like you out doing breaking news. I'm not doing restaurant openings because we don't take advertising dollars. And a lot of people do not understand that because if we did it for one, we had to do it for everyone else. Right? So it's cool that you are doing that in Murfreesboro because you can do some stuff that we can't do.
Oh, I admit though, I get a lot of content from you guys. And, and also in full disclosure, thank you very much. They're wonderful to work with, and you allow me to use some of your clips and things like that when we do our broadcasts. And so we always love to give you shout outs for that. So thank you. We really do appreciate it. It's a big help. So
it's a public service.
That's right. There you go.
So not doing the commercial stuff, what do you guys cover?
Yeah, well, anything related to city government and our community partners. Like I do a lot of things with the Center for the Arts because we give them money and we're a partner with them. Oakland's Mansion, same kind of thing. So anyone that we have a community partnership with, organizations, we can do stuff.
Gotcha.
City related.
Yeah.
But also projects that are related to the city, correct?
Well,
so like roads and things like that.
Yeah. Road projects, anything like that for sure. We try to do a lot of that because to keep the residents informed.
Oh, yeah.
Parks, all of those.
Yeah, we do tons of stuff with parks.
Yeah. I know we did one recently where, again, thank you. You allowed us to use some of your clips, but we got, I'm not gonna lie, we got a bazillion hits on it, so thank you.
But, good. Which one was it?
The Legacy Sports Center.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you see, like we'll do stories like that, but you guys take that and you go deeper. And so that's why I thank you again for using that. But I was gonna ask you on the Legacy Sports now that I brought it up. But so what else can we expect from them? Because since you did the story, is there any thing that we that wasn't shown that we can?
Well,
the debut here on the show.
It's pretty much all out there.
Is it now? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if there was like some
going.
hidden secret or something coming
No,
out.
they're just going through all the like processes now
Okay.
of getting certain things approved and zoning and all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that stuff. So,
Okay.
it's going to be
Yeah.
a big. Did you talk to the people, like any of the people involved?
I spoke to somebody on the phone, but I couldn't get to, like, you had the owner and the CEO, and I
Yeah.
couldn't get any of them, so they were real busy. But it was Trent and I were in here one day looking at it, and we finally realized we were looking at the overhead map shot, and we're like, wait, that's Bumpus right there, and it was like a little speck on the map, and it was like boom, like the size of this thing is massive.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe it's how many acres? I can't even remember.
I can't remember.
It's like 300
300
400
or
and some
something.
acres. Yeah, I mean that's insane.
So how does that work then? So that is a private organization,
Yep.
but you guys are obviously covering it because it's such a big project here in Murfreesboro. Now, did Murfreesboro give them tax incentive, or what is that called, tax abatements or whatever?
Yeah. Now I don't know about that. I don't know. But all I know is that these people
Yeah.
worked really hard and came in and bought the land,
Yep.
and they're going through all
Yeah.
the approving. But it's going to be huge for Murfreesboro.
Oh, I know.
So
I haven't heard anything on any type of tax abatement like that. But it's also, have you heard the projections on the dollars that thing's
Yeah.
going to bring in?
Right.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Which, to my point, like I'm for tax abatements when they make sense.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing in millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars
Yeah.
in revenue to other businesses,
Yeah.
makes sense to give you that tax abatement.
Lady at the chamber, God bless. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather at the moment, so excuse me if I'm a little brain foggy right now. But I know it was like the annual tourist dollars that come in is like almost $500 million, $470 million, something like that.
I believe it.
yes.
And they were saying like we could potentially double that with this thing because of all the tournaments and the different sports and everything that comes in. I was like, this is a giant thing for the city. I don't think people realize how big
Because it
this
does
is.
like everything.
Everything, even the esports. They got a whole esports computer set in there. It's pretty.
I don't
impressive.
even know what that is, and I did the story, and I still don't know what an esport arena is.
Competitive video gaming.
Yep.
Seriously?
That's
Seriously.
what it is. Yep.
That's
You see
the
those
easiest way
guys
to
on
cook it
YouTube
down.
and stuff that make like $8 million a year doing competitive gaming. Those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
In
Where
an
was
arena.
that when I was playing Super Mario Brothers back in the
Dude.
day?
Right? Can you imagine competitive Super Mario?
That'd be awesome.
Yes, that would be killer. I would totally sign up.
It'd
for
have
that.
to change the
More my
soundtrack.
speed.
That's like I've already got it as an
Oh,
earworm right now.
Right,
Like
yeah.
I'm hearing.
Boop, 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 boop,
It's
boop,
the
boop,
best.
boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks, John.
Damn
Appreciate
it.
that, man.
Why did I do that?
Yeah, that's good. I used to play Super Mario too. A lot of people
Oh,
hate
yeah.
that one, but I was good at it.
Oh, yep. And the Super on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was like the all-time classic. That was the greatest.
That was the great. I still have my Super and my regular
you
Nintendo
really?
and my Game Boy.
And they work.
Yes.
You could probably eBay those for
Pretty
like
incredible.
$1,000.
I
or
know.
something.
Do you have to blow on the cartridge and stick another one on
Of
top
course,
of it?
you have
I
to do
remember
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, blow it in there. And I used to babysit a lot of kids, and I would teach them how to play the regular Nintendo, and they loved it because it was easy for them to learn.
Yeah.
And it was the best babysitting thing because they'd sit there and mess with it forever.
I was an RC Pro-Am guy. That was my
Oh
favorite.
yeah. Were you? Nice.
Love me some RC
Well,
Pro-Am.
did you see what was it, a couple years ago or something? They came out with the little itty bitty Nintendo, but it was preloaded with like 60 of the original games. or
Because it
something.
would all fit on basically a
right.
chip. this big.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, I have to have one of those. I was like, this is so cool.
That is cool.
And the Nintendo itself is like the size of your phone, like it's tiny. But yeah.
The size of the controller.
Oh
Basically.
yeah, right.
Back when
Pretty
we-
much.
Basically.
Oh my
The
god.
Power Glove, remember that? And,
Dude,
Hey,
the
you had the setup.
the
Oh,
movie,
yes, oh, yeah.
remember, was it The Wizard with the Wonder Years kid was in it?
Oh, I don't
The
even
Wizard,
remember.
remember? And he had the Prodigy guy, and they pulled out the Power Glove at the.
I am lost on this.
No,
one.
I
I'm
don't know
sorry.
that.
Put some comments in if you remember The Wizard.
Yeah, comment below.
I
if
can't
you-
think of the guy's name. Fred Savage.
Fred Savage.
Yeah.
Savage
Okay,
was in
okay,
it,
okay.
and he
Gotcha.
took this kid around. He's like
Yeah.
Pinball Wizard, but it was video games.
Yeah.
And he the first time they ever unveiled the Power Glove, he walks up to an arcade game
Yeah.
and he opens up a case and he's like,
Oh
slides his
gosh.
glove.
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember that?
I don't know that.
Oh man, Do you
Throwback
remember
to
that,
the
Jeff?
80s, there we go.
Oh,
Throwback. I'm gonna have to Google that when I
I
leave
know, right?
here.
check it out. It's
But
excellent.
back then we were like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Now
Oh
we're
my
like, okay,
gosh.
Power Glove, whatever.
Yep.
We
If
got
they had
virtual
had-
reality now.
If they had Amazon at that point, it would have immediately sold out of
yep.
every single Power Glove
Oh yeah,
ever made.
exactly, right? Shoot.
That was when we were excited to get things. Now everything's so easily accessible.
I know.
Right? No
I know.
kidding. But Anyway, sorry, we got off on
We did get off on Nintendo. Crazy. I was talking about Bill going off on tangents, my friend, and here I am.
Just as bad.
Oh, it's all right. We all do it. It's okay.
All right, so Murfreesboro City TV, you do that. You do the website. What else?
You got your radio show.
Tell us about the radio show.
Yeah, I got the radio show. Is my mic working okay? I don't know. I feel like it sounds weird, but anyway,
do you have there's one set of headphones that's a little off. You
okay, that must be what it is. Sorry.
You sound great on this side.
You're totally fine.
Okay, good. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Oh, the radio show. Bill and I do a show. Bill Wilson and I do a show called the Mr. Murfreesboro Show. And we called it that because he's already got a following and, so we have been talking about doing a show forever. And so it's just kind of a talk show. We talk to people who live in Murfreesboro or are from Murfreesboro that are doing cool things. Last night, do you know Ricky Burchell?
I'm not sure. I'm so bad with names.
He is a filmmaker, and he's from Jersey, but he lives here now.
Yes. Filmmaker. I've got a couple emails from him. Yes.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, and he's doing lots of cool things. He loves Murfreesboro. So he was on the show last night, and he's actually got a private showing of one of his movies tonight that's being released nationally in May. So, people are doing cool things here in Murfreesboro.
That's awesome. How did he end up in Murfreesboro?
He went to MTSU for the recording industry, and then he decided he wanted to get into filmmaking. So he writes scripts, and he's been getting funding and all kinds of stuff, which is really not that easy to do. And he's doing it.
Yep.
And what's his movie about? Do you know?
It's called, he's got several out. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it right now, but I don't know what it's about. I'll find out because I'm going to see it tonight. But anyway,
they're debuting.
That's so we've had sheriff, people that are running for sheriff on there. We have all kinds of different stuff.
Awesome.
Which is fun. And getting to know just people in our community. Like that one kid, Boston Oliver, who lives in Murfreesboro, and he's like NASCAR star already.
Yeah. There's once you like start digging down and like meeting people, there's some really interesting people around here and some really cool people. We did one a little while ago. Jeff and I did. We had to go into the school because we couldn't get him out of school, but he was a 16-year-old world karate champion.
Really?
Yeah, and he just won the world title, and like he's 16. I was like, this kid is, and we saw some footage of him. I'm like, of course, the footage I saw, he broke some guy's leg. I was like, holy, he kicked the guy so hard, he broke this guy's leg. I was like, dude. And of course, he's super modest, like, oh, it's just a little fracture. I'm like, you broke his leg, fix it, But anyways, but there's a lot of really cool people out there and people doing really cool things just right here in our
Well, county. And you don't, if you're like me, you see all kinds of different comments in various places about, oh, stop moving to Murfreesboro, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like you see that. Well, I'm the exact opposite of that. And not just because of the real estate business, but just in general, we have a great place to live. We had a couple in the tap room yesterday, and they're from Florida, born and raised in Florida. And they said, yeah, we're going to be moving up here in May. And I said, any particular reason? Like, why move here? And he was like, well, I work for Publix and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, yeah, I don't know. We just like it up here. Yeah. We visited like 8 times from Florida.
Oh, wow.
Like most of us go to Florida.
Right.
And he's coming the other direction. And he's like, we just would rather live here than in Florida.
Yeah. I lived in Destin for 5 years, and I prefer living here over living there.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yes.
Why is that?
I just don't like the weather. It's too hot for me.
That's what he said. He wants all seasons.
I love the seasons. I love being close to Nashville. It's such a sweet community.
Oh, yeah.
Destin, go visit for a week and then get me out of there.
Get you out.
That is exact. I mean, he's from Central Florida, but same exact. I mean, you could have just said what he said.
Oh, interesting. Yes. Especially with him being from Florida. But yeah, people are moving here like crazy. Yeah. I love the growth too, because if you're not growing, then you're dying.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So let's think of that positive. Are you kidding me? Working for the city, we get every comment.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
So,
yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what you like. I know what we get. I can only imagine what you guys get.
Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes people think we are the city.
Right.
And it's so funny. I'll get messages from people that are like, complaining about their utilities and like hey, there's these potholes. What are you going to do about it? I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't.
Dodge them.
Call this number. I'll send them like, hey, go. Yeah. This is where you have to, send in some, but it's funny. So I can only imagine what you guys get.
Yeah.
So.
Thankfully, we don't like the people there work super hard, and people always say, oh, the government, they're so lazy. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know what government you're looking at, because the people I work with are not lazy.
No, you guys are moving it up constantly over there.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's one thing that really sets Rutherford County in general. So county government, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. I can't speak too much for Laverne. I'm not super familiar up there, but at least the communities that I'm really plugged into, we have really great public servants.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be someone that could do a little bit better, but couldn't you do a little bit better at your job too? Probably.
Right.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
on any given day, right?
Yeah.
But by and large, man, they care about the community. They care about the general populace. Your pet project might not get looked at because it might not be in line with the other 40 pet projects that are going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So anyway, I think we have pretty good leadership for the most part.
Good. I'm glad to hear you say that. I do too.
Oh yeah. Well, that's I actually had a discussion about that with Mayor McFarland not too long ago, because for anybody who's met him, that guy never stops.
No, he doesn't.
I was like, we work a lot. You work a lot. You work a lot. I'm like, holy crap, this guy could run circles around us, and how he balances it.
And doesn't just snap at people all the time.
Exactly.
No, so nice.
That's
He's
what I
so
would
nice.
do.
Yeah. And it's like, like if we post something or something, people, the mayor, this and that. I'm like, tell you what, go say hi to him.
He'll talk to you.
Yeah, he will gladly talk to you. You can walk right into his office.
He'll answer any question you have.
Yep.
He's done it for us.
He did, yeah. I did that live stream with him one time. I just walked in his office, said, will you do this with me 5 minutes? Yeah, sure. All right, let's do it. I was like, all right, sweet. So,
and he has a good relationship with his wife. They go on date nights. He's got those kids, so he does a good job of balancing it.
And I'm sure a lot of people know this by now, but it threw me off the very first time. He's got a twin brother.
Oh, yeah. I've never met his twin brother.
Oh, no? Well, you may not have known it.
I know, that's true. If I'm like, hey.
No, if they're next to each other, you can see, have you ever seen twins when they're little and they're spitting images of each other? And then they grow up and they kind of get their own identity? I think that's, you can, but definitely if you just saw one and then saw them later, you're like, oh, what the heck?
I know.
Did you change shirts?
Yeah, I was like, what the That's what happened the first time I met him. I was like, what the, hold on, who, what?
So you did meet the brother?
Yeah, just once, a long time ago. I don't even remember. We were at, it was the Duck Derby fundraiser. That's what it was when Shane did the original fundraiser at his house. Many years ago, and his brother was there. I was like, aha, there's two of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... But anyways, very hardworking guy. And all of you guys over there are. So.
It's a lot going on. A lot going on. There's also, we were talking about the Legacy Sports Center.
Oh, yeah.
My concern, or not my concern, I was just curious how it would tie in with Murfreesboro Parks and Rec, because we have such a vibrant going on there.
That's the question we had when we were discussing it the other day. Yeah.
And everyone's so excited about it, and they've told me that it's going to work together great, with all these tournaments. It's going to be it's not going to affect it negatively. It's going to be positive for our facilities and all the cool stuff that we've already got in place.
So even the TSSAA and stuff, all the new stuff they're doing.
Yeah,
so it'll work in conjunction.
Yes, it's going to work in conjunction, and we have a nice new, I'm doing a story on it right now.
Oh, cool.
The big soccer building out at
It's a giant tent, isn't it?
It's huge.
Oh, it's 100,000 square feet.
It's canvas though, right?
Yeah, steel and canvas.
That's what I thought. So I was out there watching them the other day, and they were rolling this can. I was like, wait a minute, this is a giant tent. I didn't realize it was a tent. I thought it was going to be an actual hard surface structure.
Yeah.
So anyway, it just blew my mind that it was all canvas.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to do that. When I went out there last week and shot some video, I went up in one of those
did you?
bucket trucks and
Better
shot
you
some
than me.
video.
Yeah.
And I was shaking. I could barely press the
I bet.
button.
I got to go up in one of those once, and I was like, oh, this won't be bad. And then you're up there, and you're like, oh, my God.
It moves
yes, the wind blows, that thing starts shaking. You're like, whoa.
Every time you stop, it goes, whoa,
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's this little tiny thing at the base. And I'm thinking, this is going to tump over.
Yeah, there's no way.
Right?
And it doesn't.
It doesn't. However that bounces, I don't know.
But you know what? I did it because I said, they were like, do you want to go up in the bucket? And I said, okay, yeah, I guess I better be brave.
Yeah, you're like, yes, I do. Oh, God.
I'd be like this high off the ground.
Yeah. They said, are you afraid of heights? Kind of, yeah.
Like, not really, but that high, yes.
Yes.
I
when
am.
we're going outside of the top of those little beams,
oh, yeah.
we went up past that. I was
Did
like,
you
okay,
really?
Yes.
Oh, that's up
Past
there.
the top
Past
of
the top.
That's up there.
Better you than me.
I know. So
That's-
it was.
That's what, 60, 70 feet?
At
probably.
least.
Yeah.
It's way up.
Yeah. We did a live one over there. Just an update,
Right.
And real quick, it was a week or two ago. But I started out and I said, Now, everybody's been asking about this. You think it's a soccer field. It's actually a new Kroger that's coming in because based on such and such and this and that. And then, like, because I was live, the comments started, and they're like, what the hell? I'm like, I'm just kidding. Yes, it's an indoor soccer field, people.
In the middle of the soccer park, it's a new Kroger.
New Kroger.
Well, I was like, I tried to be all serious about it. I was like, well, the city is determined with the population getting bigger and more people moving out down 231 this way with all the homes. They wanted more access to grocery and food and all this going on. I was like, no, if y'all believe that, no.
Come on, y'all.
I can't believe you joked because they will 100% believe it.
Oh, they will. Yeah. People commented like, oh, I totally thought it was a Kroger. And one lady was like excited. Oh, I thought it was a Kroger. I wished it was.
That's funny.
No, it's at a soccer field. What do you think it is?
It's in the middle of the soccer park.
Or I should have said like an indoor baseball field or something.
Yeah.
Football.
That's funny.
It's a soccer
Then people will be calling us. Well, we heard it was a Kroger. Like,
oh,
what?
I know, right?
Now we know where these rumors are getting started.
It's all your fault.
Yeah. I got to ask, and this is, I'm sure the answer is no on this, but I've had this like twice, I think, ever in the history of doing these things where we've gone and like done a story or reported on something and then found out we were wrong.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever had, because then oh my God, firing squad comes out and they might as well just put me in the gallows, lynch me. Like, have you ever had anything like that where you do a story and it's like, oops, or something?
Well, not for the city because, but obviously in my former reporting career,
really?
something would be a little wrong, but nothing major. That was like I've never had that happen.
Yeah.
Not like a Kroger in the soccer field.
Yeah, no. Because there's a lot of people to help you not make those mistakes.
Yeah. Well, we a lot of times rely on, we'll get messages from people like, hey, I heard it was this and this. And so I'll dig a little bit or we'll find, building reports or something or whatever the case may be. But sometimes those reports fall through or, the initial thing was, oh, this was proposed. It wasn't accepted, or something like that.
Right.
And I was like, I was told this was the plan. Nope. This was the proposed plan. And so, so like we found out a certain Chick-fil-A was supposed to open up and the owner, literally the next day at 6 a.m., I get a message from the owner. Nope, John, we actually denied that. And I was like,
oh, really?
Oh, man, I had to do a retraction and everybody was so upset.
That's funny.
But because it was Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you can't mess with the Lord's chicken, okay?
No, yeah, that's
holy
spicy chicken.
Do not.
Yeah, I was just wondering if because you have so much bigger stories and broad. I was like, oh gosh.
Oh yeah, no, we make sure that it's all out. Yeah. We cannot put something out crazy from the city. It would be terrible.
I got you.
So let me go back. You were saying that that Parks and Rec and the Legacy Sports are going to work together. So will Legacy Sports host any of the city leagues, the Little League, any of that kind of stuff, or is that still going to stick only to the parks? Like that was my question: is how does that work? Will will league fees go up and you play at Legacy? Like how does that work?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'd be curious to know that as well. Because obviously Legacy
is for profit.
It's for profit. Yeah. So I don't know.
Where are those guys based out of?
Out of Arizona.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, they're just going to need to come back for another flight.
Yeah. They love Murfreesboro, and they're super nice people.
So how, I know in the story it said they looked around and they settled in Murfreesboro, but of all the places they could have gone and the places they looked at.
Because it's only their second one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Like, I mean, Dallas or somewhere in Florida or Atlanta or something, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Why Murfreesboro?
I asked them that. He said they just kept coming back. They said one of the main things were, they did all their studies and stuff and looked at the growth and everything, but they really were complimentary of city staff and Shane, our mayor, and they said they had several other places that they were looking at. They didn't say which ones, but they always kept coming back to Murfreesboro, and they decided on it, especially the family that owned the land. Like, we're never going to sell it. So obviously, like, the woman who sold it to her, I can't remember, Horde.
That's right.
Yeah.
She was like just so excited about the guys and believed in the project. So I don't know. The whole thing seems really cool.
Nice.
And a lot of people are excited about it, which is rare. I haven't heard many negative comments.
No, the only negative that I've heard, and I think that the city's done a pretty good job of addressing this, at least preliminarily, is traffic.
Yeah.
But where it's going, it's not like it's bringing traffic to the inner core of the city.
Yep.
It's right there at 840. So, as long as they do a good job routing around it, which it sounds like there's a plan for that, I think it's going to be fantastic.
And sorry to branch off here, but speaking of traffic, if you don't mind, because we get a lot of questions about Murfreesboro traffic, and no matter how many times we post about this, we still get them. And so can you help us on some of the roads here in town, people want expansion and this and that and yada yada. The city does not have control of all the roads, correct?
Correct.
A lot of them
some
are
of them are state
roads, and TDOT has that,
Yeah.
right? And so it's up to them, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And we have no control over that.
Thank you. Okay.
Can you give us a quick list of the big state roads that affect?
Wasn't it?
No.
96
like
is
even
one, right?
Cason Lane is one, right?
Right. Yes.
Old Fort Parkway, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
96.
Yeah. So that's one thing that people don't know. They just get so mad and complain, and they have no idea.
Yeah, because I've heard Cason Lane so many times, and no matter how many times we comment or post about it, we
I
still
didn't know
get
it was a state road.
Yeah, it was-
Cason Lane.
There was like 4 or 5 major ones, right? There was 96, I think, was it 99, and then Cason Lane, and I can't remember the other 2. But,
You're doing better than me because I can't remember those. But yeah.
There's so much to keep up with that stuff. But we have no control.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anytime there's a major thing going on that people are really mad about, it's usually a state thing, and not that the state's dragging their feet. It's just a whole lot more
It's the
involved.
state. Yeah, I got you. A whole lot more hoops to jump through.
Yeah, exactly. So it just takes longer, and there's so many processes and things that you have to do.
And projects going on. I mean, you think about it.
Oh, I
We're
know.
just one city out of however many in the
Right,
state of
in the
Tennessee.
state.
Yeah. Well, even with that, with just Murfreesboro in the city, there's a lot of projects going on here.
Yeah.
I can imagine how many you hear about.
Yeah.
And
Well, we
so-
get a list every week that says updated weekly road projects, and it's like this many.
yeah.
Half the time I don't even read through it because it's so many, and
Yeah.
so yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a ton. There's so many.
So besides legacy, list me 3 major things going on in the city right now that you're excited about.
Oh my gosh, I wish I had known. I would have prepared. I don't know. There's so much. Don't ask me. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
All right, you can get back to me in 3 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
3
A
minutes.
minute
3
per.
minutes with 3 things.
That's right.
Boom.
My
There you
list
go.
That should be a
3.
bit right there, Trent.
It
Mark
should
that
be.
one down.
That's right. 3 things, 3 minutes. Go.
Oh yeah, that's good.
like it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Coin
Yeah.
that one. All right. Jonathan Harmon. Thank you.
What about the One East College?
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be
that's
so
a big one.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like it's stalled out though.
That's one thing I'm excited about. Can that count as my
That
one? I
absolutely
forget
can.
about it until
Shoot.
somebody brings it up.
Yeah. That's.
But it started. It's happening. I'm at the planning commission meetings where they discuss it, and they had to go back and revise the plans. I don't
Right.
know if y'all knew that.
Right.
Okay.
Like maybe 6 months ago or
Yeah.
so.
So,
But they've plowed everything down.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any activity on it since they've knocked everything down however many months ago.
I need to find out the update of it, but it's still happening.
Yeah.
I want to know if they have the restaurant, because they had several people they were trying to get tenants for, because I think the hotel is not going to happen now.
Not yet.
Because
It's-
of COVID.
So what I understand is they're building the space that was going to be the hotel to be rental units.
Right.
But they are convertible. However, they're building it to where if they get a hotel management company in, they could convert it to a hotel.
Yes. Yes.
So they haven't completely nixed it. They're leaving it as kind of an open door just in case they get somebody to manage it. Because that was the problem, was getting a manager, whatever you call it, a hotel chain or whatever to take care of it. That's how I understood it.
I hope they do, because that would be so good for downtown.
Oh yeah,
It
for
would.
sure. Yeah.
It would.
Now, do you think with that coming, it's going to spur different developments, or people seeing that going, oh, I could do that on this corner, or something?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I think so, because it just takes people coming in doing cool things to make other people want to. So it's slowly but surely becoming a more dynamic downtown.
Okay.
I hope that, because it reminds me kind of my hometown, Oxford, Mississippi, which is such a cool town, and they've done a great job with their square, and I see that for Murfreesboro, and it's heading that way with like Red Bicycle coming in, who I love. They did a great job.
Jason was on here several weeks ago.
Was he?
he was,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Good dude.
they've done, I love it when people come in and do cool things.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
bring
yeah.
a lot of people in.
And there's a lot of that going on right
Yeah.
now. So yeah.
I hope they get all those law offices off the square, and like.
Oh yeah. Well, one of them's converting to a restaurant right now, or something, right? Or
The building. Do y'all the guy who owns Whiskey Dick's?
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Bought the coin building, right?
He did, and he gave me a tour of the space,
Nice,
and it was
okay.
all dug out, like huge
Really?
dirt in the floor. But the old bank safe is going to be like where they keep drinks and
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
Like it's going to
That's
be a
neat.
rooftop. It's a whole deal. So they're working on that.
I hope he preserves the tunnel, because there's a tunnel that goes from that building over to the courthouse, right?
I did
Is
not
it?
know that.
What did they do with it? I don't know if he told me that.
They've.
How did I never know this?
Did you not know that?
No.
You need to have him on the show. He's a cool guy.
We need to go on location is what we need to do.
Yes, we do, yeah.
So when they auctioned it, I went and toured it because I went to the auction just because I was interested. But if you go down into the basement and you go essentially towards the courthouse, there's a tunnel that goes all the way there.
No
so
way.
they've been using it for running cables and things like when it was, shared, not shared, but both county buildings, they would run cables and stuff through that tunnel. But it's a walkable tunnel.
Dang.
Oh, walkable. I didn't know that. That's cool.
True story.
The escape hatch.
I know. It's a cool building.
Cool.
They're going to have like those doors that lift up, so it'll be right on the street. I'm excited for that to happen.
Oh, see that?
That's number 2.
That's number 2. There you go.
2. See how
for
well
two.
this
See?
works?
That
You just need one more right now because that's 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It just takes a while to get me going.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. The coffee's helping.
There you go.
So yes, those are going to be some fun things going on downtown.
How much involvement does the city have with MTSU, realistically?
Well, it depends. Sometimes that relationship can be kind of like with all the stuff with the airport going on
Kind of
and all
tenuous.
of that, which is, but I don't know. I don't want to speak on that because it's up and down, and we have a good relationship with MTSU. Like I do stories with them because they're in the city. We partner with them. Just certain things where, like, our council and big projects with MTSU, sometimes they butt heads.
Yeah.
But overall, it's good.
Just curious what the city's involvement or input or whatever you want to call it with the huge athletic expansion that's coming there.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're proposing a hotel and all kinds of stuff there on campus. I didn't know if the city had any kind of input or involvement in any of that.
No, other than just like planning it, because MTSU, they raised funds. They've been fundraising for a long time. And a lot of that is coming in from like outside.
Well, and the conference
sources.
too, with them staying in Conference USA, they've got a lot of money out of that.
Right. I did a story on that too. That's going to be really cool for Murfreesboro and for
sure.
MTSU.
Yep. MTSU.
That doesn't count. That's not number 3.
Does it not?
Not
I just thought of a number 3. Oh, the Arts Alliance. I do a lot. I'm getting more involved with the Arts Alliance.
Nice. Okay.
And my friend Andrea Lowry, I'm sure you know Andrea.
Yes,
and,
I do.
This is a good number 3. Go ahead.
Is it? Love her. But they are Party of 12, which is a play that they had originally written about women in Rutherford County.
Yep.
And it's going to be awesome.
Yep.
It starts 1st of April, right?
Yeah.
Or April 6th or something like that is when it starts to run.
Yeah. So we're starting to get like the arts. They're realizing the economic impact and bringing people like tourism to Murfreesboro, the arts and all of that is such an important part.
They'll actually be on the show April 4th or
Who's going to be on here?
I'm not sure yet. So Susan Gully
Yeah.
and Andrea and a couple of others, they're going to rotate between John's show and then my show that I do on Tuesdays.
Yep.
Oh, nice. So Andrea's going to come on.
She'll either be on this show or on mine. I'm not sure which yet.
Gotcha.
I love it. She's so funny because we've done a lot of interviews with her, and in preparation for that, we've done a whole series. She's very passionate about it, and she's not scared. It'll be fun to see her in here because she's been doing all this TV stuff with us, and she just jumps right in there and she'll
there you
just
go.
do it.
Nice.
She doesn't love it, but she'll do
She'll do
anything.
it. I gotcha.
And she'll just go for it. She's a hoot.
That's awesome. Cool.
So that's my third thing. I'm just excited that they've been working so hard, and Susan
For a long time.
a long
time,
time, and it's finally coming to fruition.
Yep.
So, and a lot of people are starting to know about it, which is good.
Yeah, so if you don't know, look up Leading Ladies, Rutherford County Leading Ladies.
Yep.
And they've archived all kinds of stories about women that have made a huge impact. Even, I guess you could say, before that stuff was really documented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So 1800s, early 1900s, leading up to suffrage vote, which Rutherford County played a huge role in women's suffrage nationally. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up.
Look it
It's
up.
kind of
That's
awesome.
Yeah, it really is cool. And some people are like, why do I care about that? I don't know. But
You like to vote, right?
yeah. Well, not necessarily care about suffrage. I meant care about like what's going on with the arts and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
it just makes, I don't know,
Yeah.
I feel like it makes it better.
Yeah, agree.
Well, every year, all those different art events on the square get bigger and bigger
Yes.
and bigger.
And that brings in money, and that means people can have fun here, and we have fun things to do.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Which is good.
Because you get comments all the time, Murfreesboro's boring, there's nothing to do here.
There's a lot to do here.
There is
man,
a
I'm telling
lot
you.
to do.
So,
If you get plugged in or involved, I guess.
Just pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, especially like now that the weather, well, minus the past few days, but the weather's heating up and stuff, and all this stuff, coming back to the square and things coming outside and outdoors. There's tons of stuff going on, And I always love. Do you get this too, where you post something on Monday and then Wednesday? Well, when's this and this and this? I just posted about it. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Like, hello.
Yeah.
Read.
So if you
Scroll down one entry.
yeah, just go like this. Those happy thumbs you got. Just scroll a little bit, and so But anyways, I got one for you. It's
Okay.
a big hot button right now.
Uh-oh.
The landfill.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my gosh. Don't even ask me. There's so much going on.
Oh, too late. We done asked.
Yeah,
I know. I really don't know. Because there's so much, and that'd be a question for.
Yeah.
I would hate to miss on that. Say something wrong.
I gotcha. Well, at least from what I've seen and like what I've read and spoke to a few people, it seems like Mayor McFarland again. Like he's going to bat for the city.
Oh
and
yeah,
like,
for sure.
All these people are like, oh, this and this, and Mayor second. I'm like, no, he's the one fighting them off. Like,
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know too much about that whole thing, but I know they're at arm's length right now. Right?
Yeah.
And so got it.
I don't know exactly what's going on. A lot. I'll be curious to know what happens.
Yeah.
It's a mess, y'all.
I
Yep.
know it
It's a mess.
is. And they're really trying to do the best thing. It's a very convoluted and complex situation.
That's what I'm gathering. I'm like, I just over my
Yeah.
head.
So it's a lot. So all those people out there complaining about that, there's just like everything else, there's just so much more to it.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to simplify big issues like that. It's hard to cook it down,
Yeah.
What about what kind of coverage did you have? And I'm sorry, I don't know when you started with the city. When the city sold off Murfreesboro Electric, was that something that you covered? Mm-hmm. Yep. And did you get a lot? Because that seemed to be a really big.
That was huge. I remember when that happened.
Well, and there was a lot of this side.
Yep.
How did that shape up for you? Like, how did you work that? And did you get a lot of pushback and a lot of negative comments and things like that? How did you deal with that?
We just had a lot of questions. People didn't.
Okay.
Here's the thing: people only cared about, which is fine, how it was going to affect them. They're like,
sure.
"Is my bill going to go up?" Period. End of story. That's really the main thing. They're like, "No, okay, cool." And obviously, it was actually a really good merger. There was a lot of questions and a lot of pushback as it was happening, but it's been a pretty seamless. And Middle Tennessee Electric took such good care of bringing in Murfreesboro employees.
That was going to be my question. So did any of them lose their jobs out of the merger?
No.
That's awesome.
Anyone who wanted to stay there had a place. Mm-hmm. And like the upper management and stuff like that, there's been a little deal going on with there's like a pension situation going on there, but they're working on getting that resolved. But it was a great, everybody did it really well. Mm-hmm. So it's been good so far.
Nice.
My electricity hasn't ever stopped, and that I can tell my bill hasn't gone up. So I have no complaints. I'm just curious how that worked, and then that of course is brought up, at least to me. A lot of folks have said, well, do you think that other city services will merge with county services, one direction or the other? Specifically they've mentioned city schools, and several other things that are kind of duplicate services. Yeah. Any thoughts on any of that?
Well, that was proposed, wasn't it? The schools?
Yeah, people talked about it. I mean, that's not happening from what I hear, anytime soon, like a metro kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That was proposed a while ago, wasn't it? Okay.
It's come up several times throughout many years. Why do we have duplicate services?
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, at least the schools would all be canceled at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Spring breaks would be on the same day.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So snow day for one, not for the other. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Well, generally they try to do together.
I know. Yeah. Or like one comes out at 4 a.m. and one comes out at 6 a.m. Or because we hear about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, well, what about this? I'm like, I haven't heard anything. Give me a minute.
Right.
So
I don't see how you put all that stuff out. Do you keep people informed on stuff like that, like school closings?
We try to as best we can, and or like a lot of it just comes down to like we work with the schools, and so we're on their announcement list and things like that. Or I'm fortunate enough in some cases, like we have like the police department, for example, we have relationships with them where they'll send stuff out. It's before they release it type stuff.
Right.
Does James Evans text you directly?
Oh gosh. Hello, John. This is James Evans calling from Rutherford
County. From Rutherford County Schools.
Rutherford County.
Right. And so we're just lucky with that. Or like we get a million messages on the Facebook page every day. And so, somebody will, like a teacher will work for one of the schools. Like, hey, just letting you know, we just got the heads up, we're canceling, okay, cool. Thanks. And so we'll post stuff like that, but it's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you, I don't see how you do it. People do not understand. Like, I've told you that before. It's like you're running a news station like by yourself, and you do a good job with it.
Thank you. I try.
He does an all right job. His head's big enough already.
I got giant.
Yeah,
head,
these headphones are like this.
I know, right?
They're stretched out. It's okay.
Well, that and I was going to ask you actually on the stories and stuff. I know you get so many stories. How do you decide which ones you want to do and or where you go with them and stuff like that? Because I know you get inundated with stories.
Yeah.
And things you got to do. So.
Well, I wish I could do a lot more things, and I do get a lot of requests, but I can't do some of them for the parameters of
makes sense.
my work,
Got it. Yeah.
Can't cover political stuff. You can't cover, there's several things that you just plain can't do.
Right, exactly. Okay. Which is what, somebody like you would want to cover, we don't do that.
Well, that makes sense. Okay, I get you.
So yeah, anything city related, we try to cover it. And get it. There's some things that we can't do. We do have a staff of 5, which is good because surrounding areas literally only have like one person in their communications department.
In some cases.
Yeah. So we're really fortunate on that. That's why we have so much content.
That's you do pump out a lot of content. That's for sure. So I know just like we have like our construction updates, for example. I can't keep up with them. There's so many because I try and do the ones that people request. And if I don't get to it within 24 hours, comment. Where's my story? I asked about this yesterday. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
So, but anyways.
Do you reply to them?
I try to reply to as many as I can that require, or that warrant a reply. A lot of times people will just comment to comment. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't have to reply to that. But like we just launched that texting service where people can text in with questions and stuff. I respond to every single one of those.
Okay.
It may take me a minute.
Yeah.
But I do. And the next thing you know, then there's Facebook messages and there's comments and stuff. So the last 2 hours of my day, I'm trying to scroll through stuff and comment as best I can. But it's a lot.
It is a lot. Are you constantly on your phone? I can't handle it. I have a shutdown. I can't deal.
Thankfully now there's a method to the madness. So it's kind of organized chaos. So
he only's on his phone when he's in the bathroom.
Right. Oh my gosh.
That's his method.
Yeah, that's right.
So now we know when we're getting those replies from you in the afternoon, we can have a mental picture of.
Thank you. Sorry for all those watching.
Nice.
You're welcome.
He said it. Thanks for that info.
Yeah, right.
Cheers.
I'm just going to leave that.
If we hear like a toilet flush, we won't say anything.
Hey, everybody, here's your update. Oh, sorry. Give me a second.
See, you took it further than I did. Come on, man.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. So we're getting close to out of time.
We are. That's all right.
What else? Give us one more thing about Michael Linn White. Maybe something, just one more thing that people need to know about you.
One more thing that people need to know about me. I don't know. It's I need to find a hobby. People ask me what my hobby is all the time, and I'm always working or trying to do something. So I don't know.
So then
I need a hobby idea.
Let's help Michael Linn find a hobby.
Yeah.
What's on your? Okay, here we go. Real quick.
Maybe I'd like to kayak. Maybe I like to do those things.
Oh, there's plenty of that here.
Yeah.
But then I'd get scared doing it by myself because
so
I'm like a single woman.
Yes or no questions. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Outdoor.
Yeah.
Okay. Not by yourself.
Correct.
Okay. Wet or not wet?
Preferably not wet, but I will kayak.
Okay.
I don't want to fall out.
All weather or not all weather?
All weather.
All weather. Okay. Extra equipment needed?
Yeah.
Okay. And something that you can do here or that you have to go away from here, or you can do both?
I'd like both, but we need to start here.
Okay.
Something easy to access.
All right. And learning curve, is it something super skilled that you want to have, or is it something that you can just jump right in and
Let's
do?
just jump right in.
All right. So help Michael Linn find a hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty intense.
Jeff is all over it.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah. So you can practice that here, and there's a track in South Nashville.
Amazing. A BMX track?
Yep.
Yes,
That's
a
cool.
world class one.
Dang.
Yeah, actually, didn't you had the world competition here or something? Not too. Dang.
In
World's
Nashville.
largest.
Wow.
Yeah, right here in Nashville. It's like a little hidden gem.
That is cool.
And Jeff himself has brought light to that whole thing.
Yeah, that's right.
I used to want to do one of those competitions because I used to do CrossFit.
Oh,
so I
yeah?
wanted to do one of those, like, go through the mud and climb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
Like a Tough Mudder.
Tough
or
yeah,
whatever.
I'm going to put that on the back burner. I think I'll start with maybe a little hike.
We got
Climb over a fence,
Yes.
maybe like a low fence.
A low fence, top over it. Baby steps. This is a new hobby. So I'm trying to get myself, like, out and doing more things than just working and being like, oh, I'm so tired. Or community things. I like to be involved and do things in the community. Do what?
Do you want to act?
Yeah, actually, theater is my minor
Oh, there
in
you go.
college. I used to
You
do
know,
community
Patience,
theater.
you can make that happen.
I know.
Easy.
I tell Patience, she's always like, when are you going to audition? When are you going to audition?
I'm
So-
sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't know if you'd be very good at it. I'm kidding, by the way.
Dang, I thought you were about
Shoot
to say
some of
that
your
you
dreams
want to
down.
audition too.
No, I'm saying you're like the most vibrant person we've had here. So yeah, you think you'd be great at it. So.
All right,
good.
all right, Patience. Tell her what to audition for.
I know. So if I do a show, y'all have to come see it.
Oh, that'd be fun. Are you thinking like Center of the Arts or where?
Yeah,
where you-
Center for
okay,
the Arts.
Got it. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, gotcha. But
My girl Patience, has she been on here?
She has not yet. I've had her on my podcast. She's awesome.
She is awesome. She kept the Center for the Arts alive.
She did.
Which is amazing.
Her and Tabby.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She said they were busier now than they've ever been.
I believe it. I believe it. People want to be out.
Yeah.
Hey, when is Murfreesboro going to start sponsoring some concerts and things like that? I know that Main Street puts on the what is it, the
we got the Friday night concert.
But that's all done by Main Street. That's not City of Murfreesboro.
Well, then there's Jazz Fest and there's different things.
Again, Main Street.
Which is a partner of ours.
Right.
But I don't know because like Uncle Dave Making Days, there's some changes coming to that.
They're merging that with Jazz Fest or something, right? Aren't they working in conjunction?
Remember. I can't. I just was talking
They're
about
going to work
it.
together on that somehow.
Yeah, because I think the location is changing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's wild. It's been in Canonsburg
I didn't know that.
eternity.
Yeah. So
Whoa, that's a big one.
I
That is a
should
big
have
one. We need to
had.
find that one out.
Yeah, find out on that, or I can find out. But yeah. So that's going to be cool. But as far as some other things, I wish we could get some bigger stuff going on.
Don't wish. You can do it.
I know.
I say if anybody can pull that off. I think at this table we got enough.
We can make
know.
We can make that happen.
Yeah.
Good. We're cooking up some good ideas here.
Oh, there you go. Comment below.
I know.
What
Yes.
would you
Comment
like to
below.
see? Yeah.
Michael and hobbies and concerts that the city needs to.
And the skate park. Oh my God.
The skate park.
The skate park. That like blew up the servers. I swear to God. Like people, oh my God, we're getting a skate park.
Where's that going?
Supposed to be medical center, right? Well, the proposed for it, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the skate park. You know more than me.
Well, that was the one when I walked into Shane McFarland's place and I was like, hey, I heard this. And he's like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And he sent me the little proposed schematic and all this stuff.
Oh, he did? I haven't seen that.
It's under the bridge. It's going to be like under the bridge somewhere. I can't
What
remember.
bridge?
It's been a minute.
That was
Sorry.
a Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
A Red Hot. Yeah.
People will
love
be
that
so
song.
freaking excited about skate park.
Yeah. No. there was-
It's the one. Yeah, under this bridge right here.
Yeah, right over here.
where the Bloomfield Links is.
Thank you. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Oh,
But
nice.
he sent me the proposed, sketch of it and all that other stuff, and it looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. And I guess it's in the works. So
Well, I'm going to have to find out about that.
Yeah.
Because kids are always skateboarding at City Hall, and it's hilarious.
oh right, yeah.
Yes.
Every time I drive by, somebody's out
They're
there.
skating in there, and they get in trouble. Like, I don't care. Skate around. And I ask our officers, I'm like, why can't they just skate? And they're like, it's a liability, and which I get.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, and it's all brick, and inevitably one brick's going to be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, we had that at our house a little while ago. We have a skate ramp. Jack is real big into skateboarding. So we built an actual ramp that's like a half pipe in our
Nice.
driveway. One of his friends came over and decided to give it a shot. Guess what happened? Fell back, broke his arm.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and we didn't even know he was there.
Nice.
Like he just came over and tried it, and thank God his mom was cool about it. But we were like, we didn't know. We even had the security footage from the cameras, but his mom was real. Hey, freak accident. We understand. I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh man,
but poor kid broke his arm.
Poor kid broke his arm on your half pipe.
I know, right?
Way to go, John.
That's why I'm not doing skateboarding. I had the bright idea. My niece got a skateboard for Christmas, and I'm in the kitchen on their tile floor, and I was like, because like
This can't be that hard.
This can't be that hard. I was messing around, that slick floor, and it went out from under me. My niece's eyes got that big. I had the biggest bruise on the side of my hip.
Please tell me somebody got it on camera.
If they would, it was so embarrassing.
YouTube famous.
They did not,
Okay.
and it was bruised, so purple for like weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah, my kid's got one of those. What's the thing? The hoverboard or whatever.
Yeah.
With the wheels out to the side, and you do.
Yeah. You know who's a king at the hoverboard?
Not
right
me.
over there, Jeff.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Remember we had, or what's the thing you had with? Dude, we used to go around with the camera and like the cameras with the gimbal and all this stuff and everything. But he would get on what was that thing? Or the little Segway. What? Okay.
The one with the little stick that. Like the short one? Yeah.
But dude, he would do camera shots on that thing. So you got a gimbal holding it steady. And then with that, I'm like, made the smoothest shots. Like,
That's cool.
I was like, Jeff, you're a genius.
What about a ripstick? I can do a ripstick.
Can you?
Yes.
Is that the?
We
Is
get
that
that on camera?
Yeah, that's the one where you do like that.
There's no way.
No,
I would
not a
fall right
chance.
on my face.
That's I'm like, how can I do the ripstick, but I cannot do the skateboard? I'm never getting on a skateboard again.
you need to be like the journalist that does it on the lipstick.
know.
And just have somebody follow you and be like, so over here at such and such.
That would be cool.
There you go.
Be one heck of a gimbal to not make everybody sick.
This is true.
God,
this is true.
Well, anyways, I apologize. We went quite a
tried to
while
end
today.
us.
I
Yeah.
know. Well, this was a good one. Thank you.
Good.
So,
Thank y'all for having me on, talking about Super Nintendos, and
Yeah, right?
we got a few important things in here.
Yeah,
A couple.
definitely. The Nintendo and virtual reality. Yes.
Yeah.
Hard-hitting news journalism.
That is what we're here to do.
And Bill Wilson.
And Bill Wilson.
Yes.
We love you, Bill.
Yeah,
His
love
head's
you,
going to
Bill.
get big.
I know, right?
Mr. Murfreesboro.
Yes.
John,
Mr.
don't you even
No.
play.
All right. One real quick. I got to share the story for Bill.
Okay.
So Bill will hear this.
Yes.
Was at an event, Bill, if you're hearing this, and somebody introduced me to another person as Mr. Murfreesboro, and there was a gentleman there. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, who was Bill Wilson's friend, and jumped in and said, "He is not Mr. Murfreesboro. He is the Murfreesboro guy. Mr. Murfreesboro is Bill Wilson." I was like, yes,
So
that's
you got
correct.
people looking
And
out for your
Bill-
identity there.
That's right, Bill. You
know.
got protection out there.
I love it.
That was
Whoever
a-
that friend is, it's a good friend.
I know.
That's right.
It made me laugh. I was like, okay, all right,
That's
cool.
hilarious.
No problem.
So I'm the Murfreesboro guy, Ms. Murfreesboro, and Mr. Murfreesboro.
Yeah, we got the. See, it's a team.
Yep.
We're all family here.
That's right. So, and we'll just call you Mr. Rutherford.
I'm the other guy.
Okay, cool.
I'll just
other
be
guy.
the other guy.
The other guy.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for everybody for watching. If you got any comments, as always, or questions for any of us, put them in the comments. We appreciate it. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see
Have a
y'all
great
on the
week.
next one.
Oh,
Bye.
wait.
Oh, wait. Oh, I almost forgot. Go put a smile on somebody's face today. There we go. See y'all.